What's going on, crypto fam, and welcome back, man. We gotta catch up to SHIRO, man. It's been a few days, and I see that the development team has actually been cooking some stuff up, man. They actually got some big announcements that I want to dive into. Starting off with this video, they have an introduction video, specially made by Altcoin Daily, who's like one of the biggest crypto YouTube channels. I've been subscribed to him for maybe like 2 years plus. Very well known, very popular, very well respected individual in the crypto space. And I mean, look at the amount of subscribers he has: 1.5 million subscribers, 35,000 views in the past 4 days. And I think just seeing this right here lets me know that the Shiro team has some pretty solid, networking and stuff. And I noticed that Altcoin Daily only makes videos for people if they're serious. Like they either have to be like a well respected crypto project, or they got to at least have a fat marketing budget, right? So either or. Shout outs to the team for getting this video on here, man. That's pretty cool. And then in other news, they made this announcement 2 days ago, December 16th, where it says burn three times, right? Burn, burn, burn with question marks, right? And it's funny because that was one of the main questions that people asked me after the Shiro launch, because mainly the team had let everyone know that they got a few of the like a good amount of the supply during the launch to keep it from getting sniped from like botters and stuff that were going to just dump the charts and everything. And they explained how the supply would be much safer in their hands versus like a bunch of malicious snipers hands, which I do agree with. And the fact that they're actually teasing a burn now lets me know that the developers remember the community bringing this idea up. And I feel like now there is like a more solid potential that they will do a burn. And yeah, I think burning some Shiro would also gain some extra like trust and support from the community. So I'm looking forward to that in the future maybe happening. And then on top of that, some utility. They actually got some utility, man. Especially for those I gotta have utility investors that be like, man, meme coins don't have utility. Well, some do, right? Just like Shib has utility, Shiro just got some utility as well. Look at this. Let me zoom in a little bit more. Right here, it says this kitty just got a little utility, right? It says you'll soon be able to spend your Shiro on a debit card worldwide, which I think is pretty awesome. This is a partnership with Debit Cards. And then honestly, I think when it comes down to this, I've heard of like, certain projects having some type of utility where, you're able to spend like those exact tokens using like a debit card or something like that around the world. And back then, I kind of didn't know. I kind of didn't know why people would do that, because it's like you're technically spending your investment. So again, I used to always think about this type of utility because I'm like, number one, most people don't want to spend like I'm sure most people aren't going to want to spend their Shiro tokens because it's like an investment. But I finally came down to like an understanding where I think the best way to use this utility, and I'm gonna break it down right now. So just to give you guys like an example, right? Let's say that Shiro price was like dipping down, kind of like how it's dipping down right now because the overall market is dipping down. So if I were to buy some more Shiro during this dip that's happening right now, and let's say a few days later the price goes back up, well, my previous investment will go up as well, right? And usually that's when someone would take profits off. But now, if you have this utility, right, you have this type of utility an option with Zebit card, you can just spend your Shiro on something anywhere around the world because your Shiro investment went up after you bought the dip, right? So that in my mind, I feel like would be one of the best ways to use the utility. Or if your Shiro just jumps up a huge amount overall, you can just use this card with without the hassles of selling your Shiro, dealing with the transaction fees and all that other stuff. So overall, I think this is like a cool utility that goes to show that again, it's more than just a meme coin. And again, I feel like that also goes to show that Shiro is thinking long term. Like the team is actually behind the scenes thinking of long term strategies and perks and utilities to have the project survive through any type of market. So yeah, and then on top of that, in other news, right, and this is probably one of the biggest things to me, they announced this right here. It says, happy to announce the onboarding of our new market making team, G20 Group. It says their dedication to facilitating healthy markets and liquidity provision will help expedite the inevitable rise of SHIRO. And I love seeing this type of stuff right here, especially when it's like a specialized team that's focused on, again, like they said, making sure like the market, that like having like a healthier chart and like a stronger like liquidity and stuff to survive. Like again, like certain times where the market might be overall dipping down or this, down, and third. Pretty much just having a bit more control through that volatile, those volatile moments that crypto, just so they happen. It happens a lot. It happens, right? So seeing this, I think that was pretty cool. And I think bringing on like a marketing team is even greater news, because to me, I feel like this is always one of the most like interesting updates in the project, because me, like I always wonder what kind of marketing, are they going to do to bring more eyes to SHIRO. But it seemed like right here they're going to be also just more so focused on having like a healthier chart and just overall a stronger like liquidity and stuff, right? So obviously that's great for SHIRO. That's one of the pieces of the puzzles that's going to help SHIRO become, a top meme coin, a top crypto. And other than that, they had this post right here where it says the goals are clear for SHIRO Neko, one step at a time. It says road to 10 billion market cap. I'm always going to love this custom art that they have, man. Like I love seeing projects have like custom artists, or artists that have like custom artists that have like custom art ready to create something new on a weekly basis, versus seeing like the same old, like I don't know, like art and gifs and stuff, man. So seeing this is pretty cool. SHIRO did hit that 1 billion market cap. The next goal right here, it says 2 billion, and then 5 billion, and then 10 billion. Letting you pretty much know that they are here. They're here to stay. And they're also not just waiting, waiting out the storm. They're pushing through the storm as well. And keep in mind, like the overall market is actually down. So even if we take a look at SHIRO, right? Even if we take a look at SHIRO right now, let me look on my watch list. Where is SHIRO? Bada bing, bada boom. Here we go. So SHIRO is currently at a 256 million market cap. But if you look on the left side right here, where all this stuff is, like where this stuff is all down right here, I'll even zoom in so you guys can see it. But look at Brett is down 12%. SHIRO's down 15%. Pepe's down 17%. TCAT down 22%. Peanut is down 20%. Like it's not just SHIRO. There's so many other meme coins, cryptos, altcoins that are also down as well. Even Bitcoin is down right now. I mean, and I feel like a lot of times it's always a cool down that's happening, especially when crypto has been like pumping for days and stuff, and we've been seeing like a lot of green. Usually we have like a cool little like cool down session, to kind of like bring down the prices. People taking profits. People want to have extra money for the holidays. Christmas is still around the corner, so this isn't anything scary to me. This is something that's just normal that happens in crypto. But yeah, I mean, if anything, I feel like if anybody was waiting for a solid opportunity to buy some more SHIRO, I think now could be a solid time. I mean, it's below the 300 million market cap, which like I drew this line because for the longest SHIRO will kind of stay above this yellow line, which is around like the 330 million market cap. So the fact that it's down at a 256 let me know that it's something greater that's dragging it down. It's the overall market that's going down right now. And usually when that happens, when the recovery happens, that's when it kind of just goes right back up. And then anyone who bought the dip are pretty much back up in profits, um, up in percentage after that dip buy. So with that being said, man, these are the SHIRO updates, man. Some big things, man. Big things for sure. I'm still holding SHIRO. My mom is still holding her SHIRO. She actually texted me earlier today, and she was like, SHIRO's down right now. Do you think we should buy some more? I was like, I mean, it is down like a good amount, like the overall market. So if you want to buy some more, now would be a pretty smart time. So, matter of fact, after this video ends, I'm about to call her so we can make sure we secure some more SHIRO. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about everything we discussed today. Let me know what you guys are thinking about everything else. And with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit that like button, show some love, leave a comment. I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.